Hello, Paul from Click and Turn here. I know what you're thinking. My hair's a mess. It takes a long time to sort my hair out. Been a pretty busy past few days with one thing or another. Took down a hawthorn tree, and as you can see from here, it's part turned 23 little bulbs. So yeah, been a busy day or two as a result of that. The man cave is a little bit messy, to say the least. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is this Sapele 14x3, and I'm going to make a platter. Sorry about the mess of the old man cave. That's the remnants of the hawthorn. So we're going to mount it on this woodworm screw, and I've got a centre marked, though you cannot probably, there you go, you can see it now. There's my little centre mark. Let's get that mounted up, and then we'll start turning the foot. Okay. Right, it's on, sorta. Nice and tight. Let's get to turning, shall we? Okay, well, we're going to start off at 500 RPM because that's just about the limit of where it's balanced. Yeah, so let's see how it goes, shall we? Let's flatten off the bottom first. This is particularly hard. I just sharpened my gouges, and that seemed to be struggling, so it's either me or the wood. I like to think it's the wood. So let's carry on. Make sure the bottom's flat before we go any further. I'll be using my 100mm power, no, not power grip, these ones, my 100mm jaws. So let's just make a blob, and then let's turn the blob into a line. You have to excuse my odd angles because I've got confined space, and getting my tools into some of these areas is a bit challenging, to say the least. But anyway, we'll just carry on. Better. from flattening off the bottom, obviously I'd lost some of my mortise, so anyway, I just went in and made that a bit deeper, so we've got a good mortise again. Let's carry on. Just going to sand up the inside of that a little bit, and then we'll finish off making a foot for this. I think I need to sharpen up though. Give us a sec. Ooh, while we're talking about sharpening up, I managed to get my hands on a very beaten up Tormek SA250, which is mid-90s I believe. Anyway, it was all wonky, the shaft was worn, the drive rubber was broken, and the stone wasn't exactly round. So anyway, I spent a few £100 on bits and pieces, and I'll show you what I've got. You'll have to excuse the mess again, there's not much room to do anything in here, but yeah, it's an SA250. I know I've got that bar in the top where I don't need it, but I've got nowhere else to put it at the moment, so I've got myself the universal thing, the gouge sharpening jig, the all important gauge which sits to that. Yeah, the Tormek itself was rusty brown colour, so I stripped it all down to the bare essentials, painted it up with a bit of hammerite, put it all back together again, rerun the electrics. Got myself a little honing wheel. I've got this thing here which is an old version of a honing wheel, but I can't fit it on if I want that on. So anyway, I think there's probably another video where I try and figure out what I'm going to do with it, but right now the stone is round again because I've got one of the truing tool, and yeah, off we go. Sharp gouges, and uniformly cut gouges at that. Crikey. I am rather a fan of the OG style bottom, which I might well create now I've done all that, but at least it's round and I'm spinning at 1000 RPM, which is quite a scary speed for this big bit. But anyway, yeah, I did go down to my 1/2 inch gouge for this. So yeah, I'm going to come in a little bit closer to the bottom, make the foot a little bit smaller. Not much, mind, but a little bit. Here we are, this is the profile. You can see the slight OG at the bottom here. Not a big one, but you don't need a big one. I just enjoy the shape of that. I've been doing a little bit of sanding off camera because I didn't really want to bore you too much with it. I'm just going to do a little bit more. With a slightly finer grit, we're going to turn with 120. I'm just putting my mask on, so here we go. Right, I'll carry on that up till about 240 or 320, depending on what we're looking like, and then we'll seal it up. But right now it's looking alright. Let's give it a wipe down with a sploosh of alcohol. Ugh. Maybe a bit more. I think perhaps it's time for a bit of true grit. Citoyens! That is mental. Woo! A little bit around the other side as well. Hope you can see that. Crazy! Here we go again. Round 2. Superfine. Bling, bling. I will be finishing this off with food safe oil and maybe some beeswax as well. So yeah, I'll leave that till the end when I've turned the inside and done everything else as well. But right now, wow, look at that. Righto, let's make a start on the bowl. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the dulcet tones of a Supermarine Spitfire from Biggin Hill, giving somebody a nice joyride. I'm going to do a little bit more sanding. We'll go to probably 320 and then we'll give it some true grit. Right now I'm just fighting with my mask. Here we go. Yet another glug of alcohol. Not for me, for the wood. Splodge more true grit. That. That's glorious, isn't it? Some superfine, because you're just super fine. Another little wash off. All this good alcohol going to waste, I mean good use. Okay, let's get some food safe oil on there. Good liberal dose. Because it will just soak it up. You could probably paint this stuff on. I'll put a little bit on the outside as well, so well, as much on the outside. Oh, you'll see it in the pictures after. Right, I'm going to give that 10 minutes to soak in, then I'll put another one on. Well, here we are. Time for a bit of beeswax. Something I've never been very good at, getting it on evenly. So that's why I've left it slightly oily. Hopefully I'll get a nice even coat on. I know I'll end up with lumps. It's a foregone conclusion. Didn't quite work out as planned. It was going to be an inlay bowl, but I made a bit of a cock up. It happens. Anyway, it turned out to be quite a nice little fruit bowl or salad bowl, finished with food safe oil and beeswax. So yeah, it looks nice. Well, at least I think so anyway. Hopefully you do too. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That helps me along a little bit. Might reach the heady numbers of 300 subscribers anytime soon. That would be amazing. So yeah, thanks very much. See you again soon.